The last one we're going to be looking at is, looks like there was a house party that ended up in a shooting. Not surprised at all.
Wow, a Pierce County house party spills into the streets and spirals out of control, leaving 2 dead, 1 locked up, and several others with gunshot wounds. Thank you for joining us for the News at 10. I'm Sabir Rayford.
And I'm David Rose. That shooting happened over the weekend in Spanaway. Tonight, one of those young survivors is sharing her story. She spoke with Fox 13 News reporter Nia Wong, who joins us live from Multicare Tacoma General Hospital. So, Nia, how is she doing?
We met with the 18-year-old in her hospital room earlier tonight, and we do have to let you know that she is afraid of retaliation, so we are not using her real name.
Hold on. Let's start that over. You saw that first scene? Oh, God.
Wow, a Pierce County house party spills into the streets and spirals out of control, leaving 2 dead, 1 locked up, and several others with gunshot wounds. Thank you for joining us for the News at 10. I'm Sabir Rayford.
And I'm David Rose. That shooting happened over the weekend in Spanaway. Tonight, one of those young survivors is sharing her story. She spoke with Fox 13 News reporter Nia Wong, who joins us live from Multicare Tacoma General Hospital. So, Nia, how is she doing?
We met with the 18-year-old in her hospital room earlier tonight, and we do have to let you know that she is afraid of retaliation, so we are not using her real name. She wants to be known as Jasmine Chavez, and she wanted to speak to Fox 13 to make sure no one else suffers through what she's going through right now. Surveillance footage of a house party turned to horror as kids run from gunfire, including Jasmine Chavez.
I still have the bullet inside of me, which they aren't able to remove currently.
Speaking with us from her hospital bed, Chavez remembers those gunshots.
I realized that I'm hurting really bad, and that I look down and I see blood just dripping.
She says the next few hours were critical.
And at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna bleed out, I'm gonna die.
Chavez says as her friends and other partygoers tried to keep her alive.
A couple girls, they come around me and they start praying over me.
Surveillance video shows law enforcement rushing to the crime scene.
The cops tell them to lay me down. They ended up laying me down next to the dead person because the cops told them to lay me down right next to him, which was kind of unsettling because they had nothing to cover him. He wasn't wrapped up. There wasn't no like tape around him or nothing. He was just there, lifeless.
As she lay bleeding on the ground, clinging onto life, Chavez says this is what police told her.
At a certain point, the cops were like, oh, she's on her period. And so they're like, oh, we can give you some Advil. We can put a tampon in you. And I'm like, I'm shot. Like, I'm shot. Like, I know I'm shot. Like, I know it for a fact that I'm shot.
Chavez believes it took another 45 minutes before her friends and other officers were able to get her into an ambulance, where it was discovered she was shot in the pelvis. Days later, she says she is still in a lot of pain and is recovering from her 3rd surgery.
I have multiple tubes in me as well to just get extra blood. Blood that's inside of me, and then just to have my normal digestive system working as well.
She doesn't want anyone to feel the pain she's experiencing, and she wants to share this message to stop the violence.
Put down the guns. If you are a younger child or student or young adult watching this, guns aren't the way. There's other ways to handle it without having innocent people's lives involved.
There's too much violence in the younger generation. It's just too much violence. What's the movie for Pop said on Friday? You got these. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. That is the greatest motto right there. But, all right, that is the last video. Let me make sure. Yes, that is the last video we're going to be going over for today for this part 1 of AC Reviews the World. I'm going to come back with this, try to drop one I don't know how. Once a week, I'm gonna commit to at least once a week. I'm gonna drop at least reviewing 5 videos, and it's gonna be chopped up. You're gonna have, but you're gonna. Part 2 is coming. Jesus. So much violence. There's so much violence in the world. But we gotta find a way to stop it. But all right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.